my starting weight was 191 pounds, y'all. 191 pounds, okay? Once I hit 7 days and I weighed in, which I weighed in today, I am down. Hey y'all. Hey beautiful people. My name is Meshialattimorebusiness. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, today we are diving into something a little different, and this is my Winter Arc 90-day challenge featuring start of GLP-1, aka semaglutide, compound version for my weight loss journey. So let's go ahead and get started. I want to give you the good, the bad, the ugly. So far, I'm only on week 2, so I did complete 1 week of my GLP-1 semaglutide. I will give you all the information, what company I use, what compound pharmacy, my side effects, my weight loss for week 1, why I'm actually doing the GLP-1 and hopping on that bandwagon, although there's a lot of controversial topics about it, I already know. But before we get started, if you say anything negative, I don't even want to hear, you're going to get black. So you guys know I've been hitting my 10K steps. I've been working out, getting in my protein, and my workout habits and my discipline has definitely locked in for this winter arc. However, I still have urges. I still have food noise. I still have addictive behaviors that I need to get in check. So it's officially time for my 90-day glow up, and I am locking in, okay? I'm trying to pop out unrecognizable in January for the new year, and I'm starting right now. So let's set some intentions and get ready to level up this winter. So this journey is not necessarily just about weight loss. It's about being the best version of myself, y'all. So what is a winter arc? It stands for accountability, resilience, and consistency. So the challenge is to commit to 90 days of focusing on yourself. Imagine by the time January rolls in and you are stepping into your most confident, unapologetic, bomb, best version of yourself. Before we get started, let me just start by saying that I understand that there's a shortage between Wegovy and Mounjaro and semaglutide and tirzepatide and all of those GLP-1s and all of that, okay? I understand that. I'm also a nurse, so I have been doing a lot of research on GLP-1s. I also know that there's a whole nother community who are, who's diabetic, actually depend on these drugs. That's why I specifically chose to use a compounded version of semaglutide, which is made of it's an exact replica. It's just like a generic version of it. Okay, so I did my research. I found a great compounding pharmacy, and it has all the same effects as the brand names Ozempic and Wegovy, Mounjaro. It's just a compounded version because I don't want to take away from the supply that's needed for diabetic patients. Okay, so let me just put that out there to start. Now I want to share this part of my journey with you because I want to be 100% transparent. I'm not going to say, oh, it's just exercise and diet, which it is exercise and diet. However, I'm not going to lie and say that I'm not taking something when I am, if it can help somebody and if it's something that you feel will be right for you. If it's for you, great. If you don't feel like it's for you, fine. I've done the diet. I've done the workouts. I've done eating right. I've done having the trainer. I've had it all. But it seems like ever since I had my baby, even though I did have a BBL or lipo, I never gained weight in my stomach. So the stomach is not a problem. And I do carry my weight very well, like in my hips, butt, thighs, and all the right areas. However, I shouldn't be 191 pounds, bitch. Okay, my goal weight is 160 pounds. That's the best. Like, that's where I felt like my best. I don't want to be too skinny. Okay, let's be clear. But I do want to take this to help me just quiet my food noise, help me quiet these late night snacks, these addictions of drinking and just eating sugar and just eating greasy fried foods and all that. Like, I'm just trying to have something that helps me quiet that so I can really take what I'm already doing to the next level, if that makes sense, okay? So I'm not getting on the GLP-1 and not putting in any type of work. No, I've been hitting 10K steps a day. I work out 3 to 4 times a week as far as strength training. I have a push day, pull day, leg day, and then I have like a Pilates or yoga, and I'm hitting my walking goals every day. And I'm drinking my water, hitting my protein shakes. Now, I have not been that hungry, y'all. I was a lot more hungry today before I took my next shot, I took it like this afternoon. So I'm going into week 2 and I take my shots on Mondays when I get off work. Because the next day, y'all, I be down. Not too bad, but I did have some nausea and And we'll get into all of that. And I have a survival kit, and I'm gonna show you all the products that I use to help me get through it. I know I'm rambling, but just keep up with me, okay? I'm gonna tell you why this is going to be a game changer. So what is a GLP-1? In simple terms, it's more of like a medication that affects hunger signals in the brain, right? So it's been shown to reduce appetite, which honestly is a game changer if you struggle with cravings and emotional eating, which I do, okay? So we need to fix that. Each week, I'm pretty much going to be sharing my experience, how I'm feeling. I'm going to show you how much I'm losing every week. I'm going to show you where I'm injecting, how I'm combating different side effects. And we're just in week 1. Well, we're just going into week 2. And I want to be real about what it's like from the start to help somebody. So I see a lot of videos on this, but I just don't see the real raw, every area, like get straight to it. Okay, this is what it feels like. This is what you could expect. Everybody's symptom is different, but you need to have something on deck ready because you got to respect this drug. This is not a game to play with. Like if it's something that you really want to do and take seriously, you got to take it seriously. So the reasons, like I said, why I wanted to start taking a GLP-1 is because I wanted to help me pretty much get past these addictive behaviors and help me. I wanted to help me develop better eating choices and quiet the food noise. So like I said, I lack discipline when it comes to like having drinks, vaping sometimes, which I know is a terrible habit, hookah, fried food, sugar, like it doesn't matter because your nutrition is like 80% of your physique. And so if I don't get this in check, and I'm getting older, so the older I get, the harder it's gonna get. Honestly, I just want to be better. I'm not trying to stay on this GLP-1 semaglutide compound forever. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to my goal, and then I'm gonna hit a maintenance. And then once I get there, I'm going to try to wing off of it. And hopefully by that time, even if it's 3 months, 6 months, 2 months, I don't know. Based on how it's going, it might be sooner than later. But I'm actually going to try to wing off. But while I'm on it, I'm taking advantage of it and using it as a driving force to develop good habits. Smaller portions, eating cleaner, making better food choices. You know, like when you do something for a certain amount of time, you can't help but become well-rounded in that certain area. So I feel like this GLP-1 is going to help me do that. It's just a little extra help. You know what I'm saying? So it's not me being lazy. It's not me taking a shortcut route. No, there's a lot of people who do the workout and diet and it just doesn't work for them. There could be hormone issues. There could be PCOS. It could be stress, cortisol levels. There's so many things that drive a person's weight loss journey or health journey. So you have to really be sensitive and understand that. Okay. So I started on the GLP-1 semaglutide compound version. I went through a company called IVRX, which I saw Angela Simmons post a video about it on her Instagram. So I was like, oh, let me check this out. I actually was about to sign up for like a month ago, but I kind of chickened out because I was like, no, I can do it the old-fashioned way, whatever. No, I'm gonna keep going. But you know what? Something happened. Like, I don't know what happened last week. I was just like, screw it. No, I know what it was. My knees are buckling. Y'all, I used to have Meg Thee Stallion knees, okay? I do not anymore, okay? So even though I'm carrying this 191 pounds in all the right areas, honey, I have stairs in my house. I can't go up the stairs without my knee. My right knee has been giving me problems for like 3 months now. And I noticed it only started giving me problems when that scale go up above 185, hitting that 190, 195 and stuff. It ain't trying to hold all this knee. It's not trying to hold all that. Girl, y'all see me, I be having my little knee brace on, hitting my steps, trying to do leg day. Like, I'm like, girl, you're 34 years old. And I feel like I'm 60 years old when it comes to my right knee. And it's just like so many things. Like, I want to be able to run with my daughter and chase her. This girl has so much energy. She's growing. Like, I want to be the most fit, healthy, snatched version of myself. I want to be strong. I want to consume my protein. I want to be just that mom. So I'm also doing it for not just myself, but just to be a better fit version for my daughter. So that's the reason why I'm really starting it. And also, surprisingly, GLP-1 surprisingly helps with addictive behaviors. Did y'all know that? There's studies that's been showing that People who drink, they don't have a desire to drink. People who smoke or vape don't have a desire to vape, which is 100% true, okay? Because I've experienced it firsthand, like the next day after I started my shot. Like in week 1, I was 10 toes down. Like, I didn't want no alcohol. I didn't want to do hookah. I didn't want to eat greasy food. It's like my body naturally started craving the foods that it needs. And it turned off the pleasure from consuming alcohol or doing things that's toxic to your body. It literally turned that off where it doesn't even feel as good when you do it. You feel like shit. So it's kind of like, what's the point of even doing it? I was craving tuna, salads, grapes, like all the stuff that I'm supposed to be eating without having that temptation or that pull based on my period, based on stress, based on whatever, like of eating bad food. So it actually cures addictive behaviors. And I've heard that it actually helps with joint pain, because once I started taking the GLP-1 as well, my knee pain is gone. Now I have been incorporating some other things that's helping me with my joint pain, which is D3, and making sure I take my multivitamins. But apparently it helps with joint pain too. I'm not saying it helps with I'm not saying it works for everybody. I'm just saying from my experience, like I've noticed that it's literally like it just vanished. What you guys are waiting for? Let's start by saying, like I already said, my starting weight was 191 pounds. 191 pounds, okay? Once I hit 7 days and I weighed in, which I weighed in today, I am down 10 pounds, y'all. I'm officially 181 pounds. So I'm excited about it, but I'm not overly excited about it yet, because I've done that before. I've gotten down to like the 180s, 179. But once I start breaking down into the 170s, 160, then I'm gonna get really excited. So I'm excited that I'm down 10 pounds in 1 week. Everybody's journey is different. Do not compare yours to mine. I know that a lot of it was fucking water weight, okay? Bloat, water weight. When I say that first night, I must have pissed 7 times in the middle of the night. I know I peed off 5 pounds. I know I did. But it was just holding all of that water. Like the first thing that goes away is inflammation. Like freaking crazy. The GLP-1 that I have, I chose like I said, the semaglutide compound with vitamin B12. So it's like a pink liquid because of the B12, which helps with energy. And it's supposed to help combat the nausea. And I am going to get into like what I experienced my first week as far as symptoms in just a second. But the B12 is supposed to help with that energy, because apparently you're extremely tired, which I did feel a little tired, but I kept pushing myself. I'm so used to going to the gym every day that I just pushed myself, and that was short-lived. But that nausea on day 2 at night before I went to bed, that hit me really, really hard. The nausea and the headache hit me hard. You have to have some things on deck to combat all of the side effects, just in case. You don't know what's going to be. It could be constipation on this end, or it can be diarrhea. Okay, you can have nausea, you can have headaches, you can have lethargic, like mentally, like clarity, like you could be very, very, very tired. But the main things that I've heard is the nausea, headache, vomiting, diarrhea, constipation. Those are the main things. So I have a survival guide starting kit of things you must have, and I will have these things linked below as well. You must have on deck before you actually start your GLP-1, okay? Like I said, I am a nurse, so I've been doing injections for years. I inject myself. The needle is super small. I started the questionnaire and I literally got it approved by a doctor within a couple of hours, and that was on a Thursday. And they had that baby delivered to me Monday, okay? So I literally had it in a few days. When I got off of work, I was here Monday and it was on my front porch. It came so fast. So they do offer virtual consultations. This is not sponsored at all. This is just what I went through, and my mom even just started hers today. So she's a week behind me. So I'm excited to be doing this with her. So yeah, if you have specific questions regarding the process and all of that, just comment down below, because I want to start making more videos. Now, like I said, for my winter arc, I am trying to best myself physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, as a mom, financially, all the things, okay? All the things. But I am using the GLP-1 to help me on my journey as well. So I am going to be taking you guys along with me. I'm going to put y'all on. I'm going to let you know the good and bad and the ugly. As of right now, I've dealt with nausea from Anxiety medication, stop. I've dealt with nausea from pregnancy, so those are way more severe. I can handle the nausea that I've encountered from this med so far, okay? And some people don't even have things at all. What I will say is, if you have really bad symptoms or side effects when you're starting the GLP-1, most likely it's because you're consuming foods that are not healthy for you, okay? So what I mean by that is you're eating a lot of sugar, you're eating a lot of fried or greasy food. So with the GLP-1, it slows down the food in your intestines and it keeps it there, which actually keeps you fuller longer. So because it keeps you fuller longer, if you eating shit, all that shit is going to stay in your stomach for a long period of time, and that's what makes you sick. So I've noticed, based on my research and reading reviews and everything, like the people who don't really have a lot of bad side effects, they eat healthy with it. This can be a really good tool to help you reach your goals if you respect it, if you do things the right way, meaning you eat right, you increase your protein. You're not going to be hungry, okay? I'm just going to put it out there right now. You're not going to be hungry like your first week, but you have to get things on deck. Protein shakes, which I'm going to show you everything that I got from my starter kit to survive the GLP-1 side effects, okay? You need to, if you got to chug protein shakes, get your protein in and try to still lift 2 to 3 times a week, because you don't want to lose your muscle as you're losing fat at a very exponentially fast rate, okay? So it's so important. And please understand that everybody's journey is different. Some people start losing weight immediately like I did, but I lost a lot of water weight. You don't lose 10 pounds that fast. Like, it's water weight, okay? And some people have to get a few injections in every week, like, because it builds up in your body. So maybe once it gets to a certain level therapeutically, you'll start seeing those effects. So don't be, discouraged if you find that you're not losing as fast or you're not losing at all, because you're starting on the lowest dose, which is 0.25, okay? And then after a month, they do a consultation with you, like in week 3, seeing how you feel, seeing where you're at, and they start increasing you 0.25. So you'll start at 0.25, then you go to 0.5, and this is for the semaglutide compounded version. The Ozempic, Wegovy, the branded version that doctors can prescribe at a hospital, at your provider's office, those start at higher dosages, which is also why I find and read that a lot of people have a hard time on it, because they don't have micro doses that the compounded versions have, which that's another thing why, I chose to go this route too, is because I want to start on the low dose and I want to try to lose as much as I can on the lowest doses, because I don't want to cap out and go to the highest dose and then I reach a plateau. So although you're supposed to be increasing your amount every month, you're supposed to be doubling the amount. If I'm losing 10 pounds a week, or hell, even 5 pounds a week, and I'm still on this dose and I'm consistently losing it, I'm going to tell my provider I want to stay at 0.25, and I'm going to ride that out until I start realizing that I reached a plateau. If I'm week 1 or week 2 and I'm still at the same weight, once you're still at the same weight, after taking another dose of it, okay, now you know it's time to increase. You have to shock it again. You have to increase your dosage. So that's what I plan on doing. I'm not just going to jump up, because the higher you go in doses, the more severe the side effects are as well. So that's something to keep in mind. It's just a lot of information, but I'm here for it. I'm here for it, y'all. I'm going to show you the products that you guys need for your winter art glow up transformation journey, okay? If you are taking GLP-1 or semaglutide, Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, if you're taking compounded semaglutide, these are the items that you need to survive, okay? All right, guys. So since we talked about what I'm doing, I am going to train heavy. I'm going to push my muscles, and I'm going to try to do progressive overload every week in the gym. I'm still going to lift. I'm still going to try to hit my proteins. I'm supposed to be trying to hit the amount of my goal weight, which is 160 grams of protein. But even if I get over 100 to 120 grams of protein on this GLP-1, I'm thankful. I'm going to continue to do that, because you're not going to be hungry. So you don't want to, it's going to be easy for you to eat under 1,000 calories, and that's just not sustainable. Like, you have to eat. You have to try to eat smaller meals if it helps. But okay, I know I'm rambling, but the first thing I'm going to do and show you guys is protein, okay? You need protein. Premier shakes are good. These Fairlife Core Powers are good as well. I like these because these are 42 grams, okay? This is also going to help you day 2 after your injection, you're gonna start feeling your symptoms. You don't know where they're gonna be yet, but if you have a problem with nausea, headache, it helps to have protein on your stomach, okay? Start with protein, chug it, knock it out. You need protein shakes on deck, okay, to survive that. The next thing you're gonna need is any type of anti-nausea medication. I have prescribed Zofran, okay? I'm a nurse, I have access to it. I get Zofran. Anytime I get medication, I say I need Zofran because you just never know. You need some anti-nausea medication on deck, okay? You don't know if you're gonna be sick. You don't know if you're gonna vomit. I didn't vomit. I didn't have to vomit. I just know I had severe nausea. So I popped one of these on and it just knocked it out. So make sure you have nausea medication. Also snacks, touching on the protein again. You want, high flavor protein like Dannon Light and Fit. Okay, these are 12 grams of protein, yogurts, light stuff. You want fruits, you want your salads. Trust me, your body's just gonna be craving different stuff. The healthier stuff that you're supposed to before you mess it up with all your toxic behaviors. I'm right along with you, girl, I know. All right, guys. So back to constipation and diarrhea. You don't know what you're gonna get. You might get nothing at all. If you do, guys, it's important to go ahead and start. If you already ordered your GLP-1 and it's en route, go ahead and get a pre and probiotic, which is what I have here. Okay. I ordered this off of Amazon. I got these from Target. Y'all know I'm a diehard Bloom fan, y'all. So I have my Bloom. Your fiber is super important, guys. So you want to get your fruits and vegetables in at least 25 grams for women, 30 to 35 grams for men. So I have this apple cider superfoods and greens Bloom. She just launched a colostrum and collagen peptides. These are great for your gut. You want to be intentional when you're on this medication, guys. Start taking these every day. Get your stomach, get it in the best shape possible so you can set it up for success, okay? Also, I started having constipation, okay? I was a constipation girl. I was not a diarrhea girl. So I ordered these, the Metamucil fiber gummies, and I take 2 to 3 of these every day, okay? Once I started taking these, it started flowing, no problem, okay? You want to make sure you're able to poop. If you're not pooping, you're not losing anything. And it's just sitting there. Trust me, get you some type of fiber, or if you don't want to take gummy, make sure you're eating your fruits and vegetables and you're getting enough fiber in for the day. Y'all, headaches, migraines, nausea. You are going to need to step up your electrolyte game, okay? Get you some liquid IVs, okay? This is what I have. And you have to drink a lot of water. That's another thing. I try to drink at least 60 to 80 ounces of water a day. And a lot of the times I'm putting a packet of this in here because you're going to need electrolytes. If you're having a lot of headaches, the shakes, a little bit of weakness, you need to try to chug protein, and you also need to try to take electrolytes, okay? Chug this. This will be a game changer. Also great for hangovers. But I'm not going to have that problem anymore because I don't have a desire to drink as much anymore. And lastly, make sure you're taking a multivitamin, which I didn't grab, and also take a vitamin D3, okay? So those are the things you need. You need fiber, you need protein, you need probiotic, you need prebiotic, you need electrolytes, okay? You need Zofran or some type of anti-nausea medication. If you have diarrhea, electrolytes, okay? You need to replenish what your body is losing. So depending on what those symptoms are and what you have, you want to make sure that you just ready to fight, okay? Whatever comes up, you're prepared. And that's what really set me up for a good week, okay? So like I said, my experience this first week was not bad at all. I wasn't hungry really at all this week. I still ate. I still lost in spite of my constipation. I was still losing weight. I started getting a little bit more hunger cues on Saturday and Sunday, but again, it was because it was getting close to my injection day, which is Monday. So again, it has to build up in the body. So I know this is a lot of information, but I really, really hope this is helping you. Like I said, I'm really excited to start this journey, y'all. Like, I just want to be, like I said, I want to be unrecognizable for my winter art for this 90-day challenge. Like for January, I just want to be a whole nother person. with the best eating habits, the best mindset, the best clarity. They even say people who gamblers, like they don't even want to gamble anymore on this drug. Like it just completely turns off the enjoyable feeling that you get from certain addictive behaviors. Like it's crazy. It's like anything that's toxic for you, that's not good for you, it's gonna stop immediately. You can try, go ahead and try it. And then once you try it, you ain't gonna do it no more, because what it's gonna do is gonna be like, okay, bitch, that's not gonna happen again. Okay, respect it and it will respect you. Take care of yourself, take it seriously, and you guys will be good. Let me know if you guys are taking any type of GLP-1s. I know a lot of people are. Some are very honest about it. Some people are not talking about it. I am, because I want to help somebody. I built my channel and my platform on being vulnerable and being open and being honest, and I'm using this as a tool to help me be better. So I'm ready for it, y'all. And another thing that I'm doing, y'all, like I'm literally keeping track on my phone. Let me see if you can see this. See my semaglutide injection diary. So I have the date of when I started, like week 1, my injection site, the pounds that I lost, and the side effects. And I'm making a note for every week so I can track what's going on. So my first injection site, I also meant to tell you, is that when you're doing these injections, you want to make sure you're switching sites. Apparently, where you inject triggers different types of side effects. It can be stronger side effects in certain areas versus other side effects that can happen in certain areas. So you can inject in your arm and have more nausea. Inject in your thigh, I don't feel nothing at all. Inject in your stomach and be like, it's okay. Inject in your left side, it could be, you just have to play with it. Play with the different sites and see what's the best injection site for you. So I actually injected on the right side of my belly button. You want to be at least 2 inches away from your belly button when you're injecting, and you want to go in at a 90-degree angle. So I went in at a 90-degree angle, literally took 2 seconds to do, boom, I'm done. This morning, I actually took it in my left inner thigh. So I'm going to track and see how I feel this week as far as side effects goes versus last week. So if I find that it's more severe, I know I'm not going to do my legs anymore. And maybe the next week I'll try the inner arm. Okay, so I know it's a lot of information, but I'm so excited to try it. Like I said, this is week 2 and I'm already down 10 pounds. I started at 191, and then I put somewhere on the screen a little clip at my patient's house. I got on her scale, and I was down to 181. So it is working. Something's happening. Okay. So I'll get back on here next week. Of course, we'll be back with regular programming. I will be posting vlogs and more sit-down videos and content, but we're going to start this journey together. We want to be our best selves, guys. So if you are joining this winter arc journey, this challenge, let me know. Comment down below. Let me know if you're taking this drug. Let me know what your side effects were, how many pounds you guys lost. Are you guys sticking to maintenance? Are you guys tapering up? Like, what are you doing? Like, let's talk about it. All right. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. Please comment, please like, please engage, because this is just going to push this video out even further. And I want the algorithm to know that these videos are really helping people. Okay. So make sure you subscribe and comment, because a lot of y'all who be watching, y'all ain't subscribed. Okay. All right, guys. So I love you so much. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.